Hello everyone, welcome to our video discussion on implications of globalization to communication. This time, we will focus on the effect or impact of globalization on the way we communicate. So how does globalization change our way of communication compared to how we communicate before the existence of globalization? So let us begin. This lesson aims to explain the impact of globalization on society and the world. So before we delve deeper on the implications of globalization to communication, let us define first these terms for better understanding of the topic. Globalization is the process of connection, partnership, and relationship between and among nations to develop and mold cultural, economic, and political partnerships and activities. Let us also define virtual interaction. It is the manner of connecting with people from different parts of the world through the use of technology such as the internet. The third one is the social media power, which refers to the dominance of social media in today's technological generation. And lastly is flight from conversation, which means the urge to get away from a real face-to-face conversation due to overwhelming connection from the digital world. So let us start first with Industrial Revolution. As what we have learned from the previous discussions, communication is one of the keys to success. Especially now that we are globalized, the way people communicate has also changed in order to adapt to such context. Although the same ethical considerations and principles would hold true despite the changes, especially when it comes to the use of technology. And nowadays, one needs not fly to other countries to conduct meetings. It is now possible to do teleconferencing or whatever we need to do or negotiate online. Moreover, one can communicate via email, Skype, Viber, Facebook, Instagram, and even Twitter. And even study via learning management systems like what we have in the University of Mindanao, our Blackboard learning management system. And these things are part of what we call global developments because of globalization. So globalization has created a big impact on the way people communicate. And part of this global development is the advent of Fourth Industrial Revolution, which brought about massive developments in information technology, including artificial intelligence. So that is Industrial Revolution. Moving on, let us discuss the following implications of globalization to communication. Actually, there are four. First is virtual interactions. The other one is information highway. The third one is business transactions. And the last one is the social media power. So let us begin with the virtual interactions. Because of globalization, virtual communication has become in vogue, and it has accelerated the flow of communication in exponential terms. Around 10 years or more, one has to make an overseas call to communicate with a friend or relative in a foreign country or any part of the country, and that was expensive. However, nowadays, through the use of the internet and modern gadgets, communicating to any part of the world has become as easy as the click of a finger. So that was virtual interaction. Next is the information highway. What is information highway? So let us define first what information highway is. It means the global information and communications network that includes the internet and other networks and switching systems as telephone networks, cable television networks, and satellite communication networks. And because of globalization again, we can now access a lot of information that were not easily accessible at least 50 years ago or before the globalization happened. Hence, we could say that it makes our lives easier. For instance, years ago, students go to the libraries to look for books or information related to their lessons. But now, as long as there is internet connection, everything is accessible in just one click. The third one is business transactions. When we say business transactions, the speed and efficiency of communication entails new approaches to transact business around the globe. And one of the many advantages that globalization has given the business world is that businessmen can do business anytime and anywhere they want. And traveling to another country is not anymore a necessity because of internet facilities and mobile services. And one can do teleconferencing with a business partner abroad without spending too much for travel. Hence, promotions, marketing, and selling products across the globe has become easy and very quick because of virtual communication. Furthermore, because of facilities or because of the availability of quick communication facilities, information flow has been significantly facilitated and decision making has become faster. So that is one of the many advantages that globalization has given us or has given the business world. And lastly is the social media power. One effect of globalization is the prevalence of social media networks, resulting in social awareness of people in global sense. And everybody who has access to internet can easily be aware and updated on what is happening around the globe. And all of you can attest to that because you are part of the social media world. And the advent of advanced communication technology promoted the massification of information, views, research studies, opinions, and prototypes. And in just one post, almost everybody or everybody in the social media world will be updated and everybody will know about you and anyone could share any information. Nowadays, wherever a person is, he or she could take part in any conversation or negotiation because of social media. So, those are the implications of globalization to communication. If you have questions or clarifications, do not hesitate to post them in the comment section, and you may also share your insights about the lesson. So I hope everybody understands the topic, and thank you very much.